Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Dr. Priscilla with Speak Excellent English. So, yesterday we talked about it was the beginning of our book, How to Be Awesome. Now, we're eliminating that word that starts with F, but I'm talking to you about how to be awesome. This book, it's a great book, it's a great read, and it's easy to read actually, and it just gives you pointers how to be the best version of yourself. Now remember, I often tell you that learning English, speaking with confidence, speaking with fluency, it is not a sprint, it is a marathon. So you want to keep that in mind. Now the next thing that we're going to look at is chapter 2. Chapter 2. Yesterday in chapter 1, I read the quote by Michael Jordan, which is worthy of listening to again today. And it reads, "To be successful, you have to be selfish, or else you never achieve. And once you get to your highest level, then you have to be unselfish. Stay reachable, stay in touch, don't isolate." That is by Michael Jordan. Today, chapter 2, we have a quote by Walt Disney. Many of you may have heard of Disney World, Disneyland, and Walt Disney's quote is, "It's kind of fun to do the impossible." It's kind of fun to do the impossible. What I take from that is that oftentimes what seems to be too gigantic, it's like, I can't do this, I am overwhelmed. But if we take a little bit, 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 until it continuously grows and you actually meet with success. So that is what chapter 2 is about today. Chapter 2, be shameless. To be shameless. 2 words, shameless. Shame is, oh, I feel really bad about something. I feel horrible. My intentions were one way, but the results were disastrous. Less means without, smaller than, not as much as. So we have the word shameless. Shameless. Whatever you do, do not be ashamed of it. Be proud of your actions. Be proud that you started. So as an English language learner, again, don't be consumed with what other people think. Other people's opinions does not matter. What does matter is what you think of yourself. Set yourself up with a goal, whether it's for one day, 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year. Start with a goal. You can start with a small goal, maybe a goal for the day. Today will be the day that I will start with building my vocabulary. Or the day will be the day that I will start working on my vocabulary. You will have to decide how you want to start, but you need to start. And let's just say that you want to learn 3 vocabulary words today. What are the 3 vocabulary words that you wish to learn today? Decide what those 3 vocabulary words are that you want to learn today. And I could even say start with the very first word and use it several times in the next 3 hours. So you can practice that one word for 3 hours. Then the second word, practice that second word along with the first word for 3 hours. And finally, the last of your 3 words, practice it for 3 hours. Now you have 3 words that you probably should know very well. If you're not sure how to do this and you'd like me to work with you, leave me a message on this page in the comment section or comment in the Facebook group, and I will teach you exactly how to do that. And within 9 hours, you will have your 3 words. Can you imagine if you do this for 5 days? You will have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 new words. And even if these 15 words are not necessarily new, I will teach you how to actually use them so that they will be at the cellular level and you will retain them. Then, when we have our conversations, we will actually use these words. I hope all of you are game for that. I'm excited. Now let's get back to Shameless, which is the title. Well, when you truly become shameless, you reach a new height of freedom. The freedom of not giving two hoots about what people think. And that's liberating. What does that mean? It's liberating. When you're not concerned about what other people are thinking about you, it frees you up to do even more. It frees you up, like, what do you care about what people think? They're not putting any food on your table. They're not buying clothes for yourself or your family. So you are being liberated because you're not confined by the thoughts of other people. In chapter 2, it talks about letting go of your ego and your pride. Your ego will keep you from doing so many things. And your ego can encourage you to do equally so many things. It just depends upon which side of the pendulum you are for your ego. Let's go for the side that is going to help make you the best version of yourself. So, in this book, it says, what I mean by this is the more you care about what people might say, do, or how they'll treat you, the more miserable you'll become. Why would you want to be miserable? Be happy. Now, does it mean that you're going to be happy studying the new words? Not necessarily that you're going to be happy studying the new words, but it does mean that you are working toward a goal instead of concerning yourself about what other people are thinking about you. Remember, no one's opinion matters. What is most important is what you think of yourself. Do you know what the worst thing that someone has ever said to the author of this book? I'm not interested. Can you imagine not being interested in what I have to say? Test it out. When someone tells you that they're not interested, that just means that they are not interested. It doesn't mean that the next person isn't interested. So don't give up. Don't lose hope. Just keep working toward what is interesting to you. The author goes on to say that when you have too much pride in what people will think or say about you, this is when you go astray and you get messed up and you get behind. Behind in terms of if you had a goal and you let someone else's opinion interfere with it, you're going to be further behind than you would be if you had gone and stayed true to your goal. Okay, so that is the premise of chapter 2. Chapter 2 is to be shameless in your actions. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Please follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave your comments, feedback, and questions, and I will be happy to respond to them. I'm Dr. Priscilla, a native English speaker, and I live in the United States. Take care until my next recording. Bye for now.